Ask the question this way. It's probably not possible to have too much clean air and too much clean water, but it is possible to have too much or too many regulations which negatively impact our productivity in such a way that the benefits are far outweighed by the cost. Would you agree with that?
I would. At some point, you hit a point of diminishing returns. Since we're talking fine particulate, I will highlight the recent Boiler Act regs that were finalized by EPA, which affect industrial boilers. Fine particulate reduction of attributable to Boiler Act is 0.3% of all the fine particulate. Yet we hear what a massive benefit this would be. Well, if that's true, the majority of fine particulate in the air, according to EPA's own data, the vast majority comes from what they call miscellaneous sources. Those are non-transportation, non-industrial sources. Those are natural sources and consumer products and everything else. Well, if that 0.3% reduction is really as incredibly worth it as EPA says, we should go after that 96+% from natural and other sources. And obviously, we are not going to do that. That makes no sense. We've gotten all of the low-hanging fruit, and there's very little point for going for those things that have such a monumentally small benefit.
Thank you, and I'll ask you the same, Dr. Goldstein.
I think Ms. White basically has given the answer. 88,000 deaths above the threshold is a very major public health problem. We have to meet that problem. But of course, sir, there is certainly no need to get the very last molecule of benzene out of the air. We can have one molecule.
So you can't have overregulation. Of
course.
The best way to have a perfect clean air and water in the world you talked about, Kathleen, was maybe to move to the Pacific Ocean on an island. Now your quality of life may be really reduced, but you'll have perfect clean air and clean water. You know, in Texas, we've got 1,300 people a day moving there. I think they're voting with their feet. We've done a good job of cleaning up our air and water, and Kathleen White would know that firsthand. We believe that the TCEQ and our environmental regulatory agency, second largest one in the world, who was proactive. Actually, it was TrainRack or
TNRCC.
TNRCC, we called it, Texas National Resource Conservation Commission, and then the Texas Water Quality Board before that.
Yeah.
Back in the 60s, was it, Kathleen?
In
70s?
the 60s, well, and this is a state issue, but the legislature combined our Health and Human Services agency with the water agency.
So we were environmentally friendly. What's that old country western song? I was country before country was cool. Texas was actually environmentally friendly before it was fashionable, before being green was fashionable.
We had a state Clean Air Act before the federal Clean Air Act.
And our economy shows that. Thank you very much.